What's going on, guys? Reseller Tom here. In this video, we're talking about sourcing strategies on how to really get gold items. I know that's a very common question, and basically the goal that everyone wants to pretty much obtain is to get only gold items. Yes, they sell really fast, so it is actually hard to build the store, but would you rather have 2,000 items that are just sitting there for months on months, or would you rather just sell everything day after day, week after week? And I think that I would rather just sell everything and be out of stock constantly. That would be awesome, right? So instead of growing the store, really what we should be aiming for is really just high sell-through rate, fast selling items that get us at least $20 profit, preferably 30 to 40 ASP, average sales price per sale. That's really where we want to be. And so this video is basically all about sourcing and basically what to look out for, how to become a master sourcer, because that's really what it comes down to. If you can find high-end brands, high-tier brands, high sell-through rate brands, you're going to be in a very good position, and you're really going to set yourself apart from pretty much everyone else on eBay. If I could, I would rather just have 0 items. I'd rather everything just sell, and that's why I'm really all about helping you guys make more profit on eBay. That's all I care about. I don't want you waiting and sitting on items for months and even years. That's not where I want to get you guys to. I'd rather you guys have smaller stores and you're just selling things, very fast. Really, the sweet spot is you list something, you sell it within a day to a week. That's really what you want to aim for. And if you're in that sweet spot, then you're going to be in a very good position long term. And so if you like content like this, make sure you're subscribed, because most people that watch these videos are not subscribed. I come to you guys every single day with content just like this, how to increase your sales, basically what sold. I also do thrifts with me, basically everything eBay related. It also translates to all the other platforms. I specifically just do eBay because that's really where all the traffic is, and I'm just sticking to one thing. There's nothing wrong with cross posting, but I just think it takes too much time. It's a headache, but you could prove me wrong in the comments down below. So obviously when you're sourcing, you need to, instead of, if you're just starting off, you have to make sure that you're not just buying anything. When I first started, I bought all the worst brands possible, all the low tier basic brands, and a lot of them are still sitting around. I started with button-up shirts, and a lot of them are sitting right there, just pretty much no traction. A lot of it at $5 to $10 still not selling. So it's very important to front load the research before you actually go to thrift stores or the bins. You have to become a master and become very knowledgeable with sourcing brands. So number one is going to be brands. You have to become a master at what brands are the highest tier brands, what brands are the highest sell-through rate brands. I constantly make videos on what sold, and you can see what's selling. And I will always point out the really fast selling brands and very high tier gold items. I also have thrift hauls you can always check out. So obviously brands are the number one thing you want to really look out for. And when you're at the thrift store, you want to go through the entire store. And when I mean the entire store, I mean every single rack, every single thing. Don't leave anything unturned, because most of the times they're hiding. They're hiding out in a corner. They're hiding out in between racks. You have to make sure that if you go into a thrift store, you spend an hour or however long it takes to go through every single item in the store, because most of the good stuff is hiding. And most of the times, your competition will be the first people in there, and they'll actually get everything. So you have to make sure that you go earlier. Most resellers probably wake up at 12, and all the top earners are driving home from the thrift while those people are going out to find items. So if you want to level up, you have to be the first one there, and you have to stay as long as possible, and basically don't leave any rack unturned. Look through everything. Increase your sourcing route. Go to more thrift stores, and I guarantee you will find more items. So what to look out for when you're sourcing next, other than the brands, is going to be fabric. So obviously cashmere, very high in demand, high sell-through rate. Always look for cashmere, and make sure that you know that feeling of cashmere. If you're at the bins, you'll feel it all the time, but most of the time there's holes. So make sure you always look for holes or stains or anything like that. It basically cuts the price in half by 70% if there's holes, or even more, to be honest. So make sure you understand what the fabric of cashmere feels like. Next would probably be linen right now. Linen's doing very good. I love linen, very high sell-through rate, pretty much sells all year round. Linen's really good to look out for. Like organic linen, organic cotton are also good. When you look at the fabric, look to see if it's organic because it has a higher sell-through rate. Obviously, silk is very important. I really love picking up 100% silk Tommy Bahama shirts, like Hawaiian print, floral print, and that's going to be number 3. Is looking for unique patterns. I pretty much pass up on all basic, just solid shirts from now on. Anything that's super basic, it's going to sit in your store for a long time. What you're really looking for is something that has very good patterns, very unique patterns, something that really stands out. That's going to be way more valuable. You're going to sell it way faster. Like floral stuff does really well. Some geometric stuff does very well. So obviously the brand's number 1, the fabric number 2, and then the print or the graphics on the shirt, the style of it is very important. And so that's really how to become a master sourcer. You can look up on your phone while you're there, obviously, but what you really want to get good at is really becoming a master at brands. That way you front load the research, so then when you get there, you recognize the brands. And when you start doing research, I promise you will start seeing more brands pop up that you didn't really know about before. And it just gets locked in the subconscious mind. It's weird, but when you read the tag, you're like, oh wait, I just looked at this last night, super high sell-through rate brand, and that way you can pick it up. So number 1 thing, most important thing with sourcing is front loading the research, really studying the brands, looking through what sold, videos on YouTube. I think that's really important. And looking up, high sell-through rate items, you can go on Terapeak, you can go on people's stores and see what is selling recently, and only sourcing items that are like $30 to $40 ASP, average sales price. Really looking for gold brands, gold fabric, gold patterns. Like for instance, 100% silk Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirts do very well. So really looking out for that stuff and making sure you look through everything, because you want to make sure there's no holes or stains or anything like that. But that's how you're going to become a master sourcer. If you found this video helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up, because it'll motivate me to make way more videos just like this. And if you're not subscribed, do so, because most of you watching right now are not subscribed. Join the community. I'm not going to ever charge you anything. I just want to create a community here of like-minded individuals who want to take their eBay business to the 6 to 7 figure income level. If that's something you're interested in, we'll see you guys very soon. Peace.